Hey folks, Ed here from Brain Pulp TV, and I am back with more Magic Online. Today we are going to be doing another Shadows Over Innistrad draft. Now this time we are going to be doing the Swiss draft. I want to cover my bets so that I can guarantee that we're going to get 3 matches in no matter what. It may not be the best 3 matches, because if I build a bad deck right off the bat, then we're probably in for a whole lot of losses. But still, let's see how we do in the draft right now. Okay, here we go. I'm going to, pop in my earphones because I just realized I can't hear anything. Let's see. So we have Moondrake. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying until the end of turn. Creatures you control gain flying until end of turn. I mean, I think it's okay. Dissension in the ranks is some pretty nice removal. Tenacity, I really like Tenacity. I really like Tenacity. The Duelist, though, I mean, Vessel is good as well. There's something to be said for the Drown Yard Explorers, but for me right now, it's between Tenacity and the Duelist, because the Duelist can be really good. Tenacity, though, can be a huge game changer. I also have this bad tendency to almost veer towards white constantly. I want to try to break that, so the Duelist would probably be the best pick in that case. There's a lot of other white here. If I pick the Duelist, I'd be pulling him off a red. I'm going to take Tenacity. God! Probably not the best. Reduced to Ashes, I may grab that. Also, the Vessel would be really good. Town Gossipmonger is not bad. If I'm going 3 colors, Wildfield Scarecrow. Let's see. Vessel, Reduced to Ashes, Town Gossipmonger. Moonlight Hunt, if I knew we were going to get a lot of wolves. I have a feeling, man, either the Vessel or Reduced to Ashes. I'm going to go Reduced to Ashes. What do we have here? Pacifist, like the Pacifist. I really like the Pacifist. And there's nothing in white here. There's some red. Dual Shot. There's the Intrepid Visioner, which I also like. I mean, if we're sticking with red, we got Dual Shot, Hulking Devil, and then the Kindred. But the Kindred is better when you have green to activate it. There's also Rancid Rats, if I want to go into black. I think I'm gonna grab the Pacifist, though. Malevolent Whispers, I don't mind. So there is nothing for white in here. Murderous Compulsion, which apparently I've learned to not call Murderous Cut now, is good, but it's in black. We got white, red, and green going. I spread myself out way too thin with the first few picks. So maybe the Wolves, maybe Malevolent Whispers. I don't think I've ever played Whispers, and it seems like it could be quite good, because these effects can sometimes be very, very good. White, there's there's no white in this pack other than Survive the Night. So maybe, but is it better than something like the Wolves or the Quilled Wolf? You know what? I don't think so. Not in this. I'm gonna go with the Quilled Wolf here. Aim High, really like Aim High. I really like Inspiring Captain, which is in white. There's another Reduced to Ashes. There's a Scavenger as well, too. I don't know how good we're going to be at this point with reaching Delirium with the cards we have. Oh, man, I really like Aim High. But another Reduced to Ashes could be really great too. My problem is with Reduced to Ashes. I mean, it's great. It's super great removal, except it's getting that 5th land when you really need this removal to go off. Sometimes that's a problem for me. I think I'm going to go with Aim High. Yeah, I'm going to go with Aim High in this particular situation. There's another Aim High, which is unfortunate. I might have held off on that. There's the Neonate. True Faith Censor can be really good as well too. I don't think... I mean, there's Twins are great. I don't mind the Sanitarium Skeleton either, but I think we're not going to be going with black at this point. So, Insolent Neonate, Watcher in the Web isn't bad. I think I'm going to go with the True Faith Censor here. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Censor here. Now, I mean, we could actually veer into any other color at this point, because we only got 1 white and 1 red. Granted, it's a really good white and a really good red card. Senseless Rage, we got Byway Courier, which I kind of like. Uncaged Fury. I mean, this card has really sort of bit me in the ass before. Prized Amalgam is not anything that we can really take at this point, I don't think. So I'm thinking, man, Uncaged Fury or Byway Courier. I'm going to go with the Byway Courier. Not Forgotten. Let's Drown Your Temple. No. No. Expose Evil. Root Out. Tormenting Voice. I mean, there's nothing super great here, so I'm thinking either Tormenting Voice or Expose Evil. You know what? Let's go with Tormenting Voice. Okay, so now we're back to the original pack. Devilthorn Fox, if we do want to go into white as well. Dissension in the Ranks, which I still think is a good card. Or we have Ethereal Guidance, which could be nice. I mean, the dream would be having seven mana up and being able to get these two off at the same time. Seems unlikely, but I think I'm going to just go with the Fox here, just to get a creature. Moonlight Hunt has improved a lot because now we have Pacifist, we have another Wolf. We don't have a ton. I think, though, Vessel may be the way to go, though I really hate going 3 colors. Both white and red here could be still a splash, so I'm going to go with the Vessel. I'm going to probably go with the Intrepid Visioner here. Dual Shot's good as well, too, and it's helped me in the past, but Hulking Devil I've never really taken. I'm not sure how to value it. I mean, obviously other people don't value it that high. It's like late pick, but I think Intrepid Visioner we're going to go with here. We're going to go with the Wolves here. Gone Missing or Structural Distortion. I'm just going to grab... I'm just going to grab Gone Missing to get it out of there. I'm going to grab the Indignation to get it out of there, and we get a Plains. So we have... You and humans you control have Hexproof. It's a 4/5 flyer for 5. It's... Man, there's... Just looking over here. Cursed Witch is great, except we're not in black. Angelic Purge, I would really like. We can play this, though. Like, it's in our colors. And it could be... This could be strong for us. What else do we have? Watcher in the Web. We have Strength of Arms. We have Sanguinary Mage and Insolent Neonate in red. Man, a Cursed Witch. That's going to be nice for whoever's playing black. And Angelic Purge. Angelic Purge is really great removal. I think we're going to go with this. A lot of the times, by the time I'm done drafting a deck, I don't have a bomb, like a really nice bomb. And this is something that could really change the face. And we actually have a decent number of humans right now. So, yeah, we're going to grab Sigarda. Second Harvest, no. Reaper of Flight Moonsilver, that would really put us into heavy white. It'd be more than a splash at that point. We'd be splashing red, if anything. Howlpack may not be bad. We do have a certain number of wolves. We could take another Vessel, or we could take Puncturing Light for removal. Puncturing Light for removal might be the way to go here. I've never been super fond of the Reaper, and we don't have, I think, a ton to give us Delirium. So either another Vessel, a Howlpack Wolf, the Reaper, or Puncturing Light. And I think out of all these, I'm thinking of taking the removal, Puncturing Light. A 3/3 for 3 is good. And we, like I said, we do have some wolves, so it may still be able to block. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the removal here. So Puncturing Light. Man, alive, I wish I had gone black. Dead White is great. I'm surprised it's still here. Ember Eye Wolf I really like. The Arsonists I really like. Emissary of Sleep. Man. Moorland Drifter is also good. Warped Landscape. If we can get one of these two to come back to us, that'd be great, because I really hate playing 3 colors. I mean, we could get rid of red. Tormenting Voice is not super great. Reduced to Ashes is good. If we can get some more removal, I might drop red. And if that's the case, maybe not take Ember Eye Wolf. But right now, I think 2 of the strongest cards here are red cards. Ember Eye Wolf or the Arsonists. I mean, Emissary could be really good. Yeah, because if we go with Ember Eye Wolves, we need more than a splash of red. We can just splash red and still have the Arsonist, so I'm going to go with the Arsonist here. Fiery Temper, okay, so I think red might be more than just a splash. This is a great pack as well, too. Flying, whenever another spirit enters the battlefield you control, you gain 2 life. And I can pay and put a 1/1 white spirit creature token. It's a 7 for a 4/4 flyer, so it's pretty expensive. What do we have for spirits? I don't think we have much in the way of spirits. No, we don't really have anything. I mean, we have the Vessel, right? Yeah, because it doesn't say anything specifically about tokens. Fiery Temper is great, but we may be splashing red. So there's also the Inspector, which is really great. I like Convicted Killer, so we may do more of an even split. And the Chaplain. I really like the Chaplain as well, too. Like, if I grab Fiery Temper or Convicted Killer, we're going in for more than just a splash of red. And we don't have anything to do it for its madness cost. You know, I'm going to go with the Chaplain in this case. I really think Fiery Temper is amazing there. It's just not what I would like to do for as far as this deck, because we would need either activators for its madness cost, which I guess we would have with Tormenting Voice, but even then that costs us a red, or we need more red. And I think I want to keep red as a splash in this. We might go Fortified Village actually with this. Fortified Village. We have the Scavenger. How are we for creatures? We got 9 creatures. Could take another Fox. We could take an Expose Evil. Uncaged Fury. I'm going to go with the Fortified Village here. Silver Strike is, at first glance, in the lead. There's another Emissary, but we may get another one of those to wheel to us. Might be on Reason I'm not super crazy about. The Swine isn't bad. I'm not really, really crazy about that. I may take the removal, and this may allow us to completely cut red at this point, because we will have Puncturing Light, Silver Strike. I consider like Aim High to be removal for the most part. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go with Silver Strike, and we may cut red completely. Of course, one of my favorite cards, Machinations here, which requires red, which could be good for us. We have the Geist, which gets better the more spirits you have. We don't have a ton of spirits. Unruly Mob, which I've sort of been had my eyes open to it with a comment. I wish I could remember who left the comment. I'll go back and maybe pop it on the screen if I can remember. But someone watching one of the videos made a very good point about Unruly Mob, about how it's not necessarily like a proactive card. You put it on the board and then it gains from something bad happening to your other creatures. So you want something that hits the board and then something good happens just from it on its own. We're going to take the Machinations here. Probably not the best thing. There's another Aim High, which would be great. Inspiring Captain. Warp Landscape would help us a lot. We do have another pack. I think I'm going to take the Inspiring Captain. We've got quite a few 4-drops. Oh, I mean, Warp Landscape would also help with Delirium. Not that we have a ton with Delirium right now. I think I'm just going to go with the Inspiring Captain. Open the Armory. Insolent Neonate. Strength of Arms. I mean, we do have an equipment. We could get the full value for Strength of Arms. I think I can grab the Neonate here. I know we're sort of trying to move out of red, and we may still move out of red. Looks like the Vessel. I don't think Second Harvest is going to do us much good. I mean, it helps even with like clue tokens, but we don't have a ton that's going to generate clue tokens. We do have spirit tokens. I don't think, if that was like second to last pick and there was nothing else, I would probably just grab Second Harvest. We're going to grab the second Vessel here instead. Ember Eye Wolf or Sleepless Emissary or the Warp Landscape. Once again, if I can, I would like to kind of cut red. We got a ton of 2-drops here. So yeah, I'm going to take the Emissary of the Sleepless. We've got nothing really here. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, target creature gets plus... Yeah, I'll just grab that just in case. Runaway Carriage or the Grotesque Mutation. I'm going to just get that out of the way for now. Get that out of the way. Actually, you know what? Let's take another... Let's take another Plains, because no one's taking that card. And we'll take the Swamp. Okay, Sin Prodder. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. Any opponent may have you put that card into the graveyard. If a player does, Sin Prodder deals damage to that player equal to that card's converted mana cost. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. Westvale Abbey. That might be good as well, too. Yeah, like there's nothing for white other than the Companion. There's another True Face Sensor. Fork in the Road would be good if we know we were sticking with red. There's a lot of red here. There's a lot of red here. I'm thinking of grabbing the Abbey. Dance with the Devils. You know, I wish I wasn't trying to move out of red. Sin Prodder, I think, would be great. Absolutely great. Now, would it be better than Westvale Abbey in this deck? Probably. You know what? As much as I hate to let Westvale Abbey go, Sin Prodder's red that we can splash for, so we're going to grab Sin Prodder. We might as well grab a Fiery Temper now, because we're definitely in red. The Inspector, I think, is super strong. We don't really have any 1-drops other than the Neonate. Convicted Killer is also good. There's nothing really in white here that I would want. There's nothing really here in green that I would want. So yeah, I think now maybe... I think we've cemented the fact that we're 3 colors, which is annoying as hell because I hate playing 3 colors. I can't even count the number of times I've been messed over by playing 3 colors. Yeah, I'm going to grab Fiery Temper here. Stone Quarry can help us if there's nothing better. Paranoid Parish Blade isn't awful. It's definitely not awful. There's the Logger, another Tormenting Voice, a Pyre Hound. Like, it would be the Paranoid Parish Blade. I think the Logger. Once again, Pyre Hound's not bad, but I think I'm going to take the Stone Quarry to help with us not getting screwed over as far as our mana goes. Eerie Interlude. Another Inspiring Captain. We can take some more removal in Puncturing Light. This actually could be really good for us, considering we're playing the right colors for it. We got so many 2-drops, though. Solitary Hunter, I think, would be strong as well, too. Stoic Builder might not be bad. I think we have a decent amount of removal where Puncturing Light we don't necessarily need, even though I think having 2 of them would not be the worst thing in the world. Another Inspiring Captain wouldn't be bad either, but I think I'm going to take the Veteran Cathar, even though we're heavy in 2-drops. Yeah, let's take the Veteran Cathar. Cult of the Waxing Moon. Whenever a permanent you control transforms into a non-human creature, put it... Now, we don't really have much. We have the Pacifist and we have the Arsonists. Vessel may be good here. This could help us with our mana fixing. I mean, even on its own, this is a 5/4 for 5, which would be great. I think Vessel, though. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Vessel here. Howlpack Resurgence. Dauntless Cathar is probably going to be my pick because I really like Dauntless Cathar. We also don't have much in the way of 3-drops. Each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf gets +1/+1 in its trample. I mean, that's not horrible. Weirding Wood. Add 2 mana of any 1 color to your mana pool. That could really help us. But I kind of like the Cathar, so we're going to grab the Cathar. There's another Byway Courier. There's a Militant Inquisitor. We do have like 1 single piece of equipment. We do, right? I did take... Yeah, there we go. It's down there. Truth-Face Sensor. So, Stern Constable, which I don't really value high. I may take another Byway Courier. It allows us to draw a little extra as well, too. And I just like it better than pretty much any of the other ones. I mean, the Militant Inquisitor is okay. It's not anything that, you know, blows me away. I'm going to go with another Byway Courier. We have the Moldgraph Scavenger, which might not be the worst. Equestrian Skill, because I think we have a lot more now that's going to help us get Delirium than we had before, especially with like stuff like Vessel of Nascency. An Equestrian Skill, you know, I've never really seen it played much. I think I've tried playing it once and it didn't really work, so I'm going to take the Scavenger, even though we got a ton of 2-drops, and we'll probably drop it. I may take another Truth-Face Sensor. Having 2 in there to almost guarantee that we get it early on. Dance with the Devils is a nice trick too. Do we want the second Truth-Face Sensor, or do we want... Actually, Magmatic Chasm, which may be good for us as a cool little trick. I'm gonna take the Chasm this time. That's probably a bad pick, but maybe it's the worst pick of the draft so far that I've made. That might be tough to quantify, consider how bad some of my picks can be. Open the Armory, I'm going to take just in case. Probably won't run it. Might be on reason because it's something that we could technically play if we really wanted to. Inspiring Captain or Stoic Builder. I'm going to take the Stoic Builder. No, I'm going to take the Inspiring... No, I'm going to take the Stoic Builder. I'm going to take the Stoic Builder because it may allow us to expose evil. We'll grab... Or is Senseless Rage better? Senseless... You know, I'm going to take Expose Evil. Grab the Waltz. And a Forest. The reason why I took the Stoic Builder there was because we do have stuff which we can pitch lands to the graveyard, and we don't have a ton which really needs Delirium. So having the Stoic Builder may help us if we pitch the wrong land into the graveyard inadvertently, or because we had no other choice, and they can sort of get it back to us. Okay, so now we have some cuts to make. We're at 31, so we got to make a ton of cuts. So let's just group creatures separately here. I think we've determined that we cannot completely get rid of red. The Vessel, True Faith Sensor, Aim High, I want to keep. Tormenting Voice, I mean, it's pretty much the only thing we have that's going to enable Madness with Fiery Temper. So if we keep Fiery Temper in, we may want to keep Tormenting Voice in. Magmatic Chasm, let's take you out for now as a win condition. Take out one of the Vessels. Puncturing Light can stay. Let's take out the Machinations. Now, I like it. I really think Machinations is good, but I think I'm overvaluing it. That leaves us with 10 spells and 18 creatures. So we're at 18, so we need to cut 5 more. What does this look like if we take out all the red? Let's take out all the red and see where we're at. Okay, first off, we have no 1-drops, which isn't the end of the world, but this is 22, and if we were to add like another Vessel or what else could we add? Pretty much, I mean, we don't really have a whole lot extra that we can add in to get to the full 23 that we would need. Basically, we'd be adding either another Vessel or an Expose Evil. So if we were to add a Vessel and combine the groups, see, human, another human, 2 humans in there, human, and then of course we take out the Stone Quarry if that was the case. I don't think this is a horrible deck. The question is, could we improve it a lot by adding in a splash of red? And if we add in a splash, just a splash, Fiery Temper we would not be doing. We would not be doing Machinations. Insolent Neonate we probably wouldn't be putting in if we had a splash. Sin Prodder I can see putting in if we had a splash. The Arsonists I can see. Reduced to Ashes. Sin Prodder alone makes me want to actually splash red in this still. So what would be the weakest cards here? Let's group these, sort by converted mana cost. There we go. That's a better indication of what our curve is like, which is really weird. What would we take out? Well, I'd take out one of the Foxes, and that would allow me to put the Sin Prodder in. We can just put the Stone Quarry in on its own. I'd take out one of the extra Vessels and add either Reduced to Ashes or the Arsonists. Okay, so let's say we put in Reduced to Ashes. We're quite top-heavy here. See, I don't necessarily think we need Reduced to Ashes because we do have some other removal. So maybe instead we put the Arsonist in. Now, is it worth it to splash for like 2 red cards? Because if we wanted Fiery Temper, as far as activators go, we'd have Tormenting Voice, we'd have Insolent Neonate. We'd also have... That would be it, actually, wouldn't it? Unless I'm missing something. So as good as Fiery Temper is, I don't think... It's not splashable for the most part, unless you can almost guarantee that you can get it for its Madness cost. Like, I passed up Westvale Abbey for Sin Prodder, so... I think Sin Prodder is worth splashing for. I mean, I'm not even against just splashing just for Sin Prodder. Okay, well, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm misreading Fiery Temper's splashability. Like I said, just with Tormenting and Insolent Neonate, we need to put both of those, I think, into the deck to make Fiery Temper useful without having to spend double red for it. And they're both red cards as well too, which would mean we'd be putting more red into our deck, so we'd really be making it more of a 3-color deck. And I really, really dislike 3-color decks because I don't find them to be as reliable. So I think I can keep this. The only question mark now is the Arsonists, but I think I can keep the Arsonist. We can always switch out Reduced to Ashes in like a second game during a match if we find that we need more of that removal, or if we find that it's not useful at all, we can switch that out for like one of the white cards. But I think this will be the deck. So let's add the lands here. We've already got 2 planes, right? So it would be a 6-7-2 mix. You know, that's not, I don't think that's a bad mix. Right? I don't think that's a bad mix. No, I think that works. Okay. So here's the deck. We've got Vessel of Nascency. We've got Puncturing Light, Vessel of Ephemera, Aim High, Lambhold Pacifist, Moldgraph Scavenger, Veteran Cathar, True Faith Censor, Sin Prodder, Stoic Builder, Byway Courier, Dauntless Cathar. A lot of Cathars going on here. Inspiring Captain, Silver Strike, Tenacity, Nearheath Chaplain as well too. I missed that somehow. Intrepid Provisioner. We got the Arsonists. We've got Huron's Grace, the Thornhigh Wolves, and the Emissary of the Sleepless. So then we also have Fortified Village and Stone Quarry as some mana fixing. So that is our deck. For good or ill, we're going to see how we do in the first match, but that's going to be in the second part. So there you go, folks. That was the drafting and deck building part of this Shadows Over Innistrad Swiss draft. I'm going to be releasing all of the matches on the same day as this, so if you're seeing this, then you can probably go right to all the other matches, and they'll be available for you to watch. In the meantime, though, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, comments, please leave those in the comments section below. You can also contact us or me directly on Twitter. If you want to contact Brain Pulp in general, it is at BrainPulpTV, and if you want to contact me personally, it is at Geek Tragedy. With all that said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us, and I'll see you all very soon.